Hello children, welcome back. Finally, we have completed the non-chordates. We are on chapter 4, class 11, Animal Kingdom. We have completed the non-chordates and today we are going to start with the chordates. Now, the moment we say the word chordate, who is a chordate? That is a question that actually comes to us. Now, chordates are those organisms which show certain characters. Here I want to tell you one thing, that we know that animals are basically divided into two groups. One is your non-chordates and the other is chordate. Non-chordate करके कोई character नहीं होता है. I have told you earlier as well. Actually these are chordate characters. Chordate characters होते हैं जिन organism में chordate characters पाया जाता है, they are called as chordates. जिनमें वो character नहीं पाया जाता, they are called as non-chordates. So what are the chordate characters? First, a notochord must be present at least in some stage of their life. आप बोलोगे मैम हमें तो notochord नहीं है, तो what did I say? Notochord must be present at some stage of our life, even in our body during the embryonic stage. First we have notochord, later the vertebral column comes in. So you can see this. What is a notochord? मैंने आपको पहले भी पढ़ाया था. Notochord is a solid rod-like structure. It is solid rod-like structure. It is made up of mesoderm and it is present below the nerve cord. See, this is the nerve cord, this part and this part, which is shown solid. This is your notochord. Is that clear? So सारे chordates में कभी न कभी notochord होगा at any stage of their life, be it only during the embryonic stage. It must have a notochord. In some, the notochord is later replaced by vertebral column. Those organisms जिसमें vertebral column में change हो जाता है, those chordates are called as vertebrates because notochord has been actually changed into vertebral column. So this is one mandatory character which all notochords must possess. Second, dorsal tubular nerve cord. You can see this. Now I told you in non-chordates the nerve cord is ventral solid. I told you in non-chordate the nerve cord is ventral and solid, right? In us it is dorsal and hollow. हमारा है dorsal and hollow. So you can see here. See, this is my ventral side of my body, this is my dorsal. So if I crawl like an animal, so what will happen? The upper part will be ventral and नीचे वाला the upper will be dorsal. See, I told you this is ventral, this is dorsal. If I crawl like an animal, the ventral will come below and the upper part will be called as a dorsal. So देखो ऊपर के side में you can see here there is a nerve cord and you can see that this nerve cord is hollow. देखिए ये आपका जो black से बना है, this is your nerve cord and you can see ये अंदर से देखिए, see it is hollow. This is hollow from within. So this has a hollow nerve cord. ठीक, this is dorsal tubular hollow nerve cord. That is a typical chordate character. Dorsal tubular hollow nerve cord. Third, paired pharyngeal gill slits. Look at this. This is the digestive system. This is the mouth and this is the anus. Mouth leads into a portion called as pharynx and you can see that there are slits in the pharynx. These are called pharyngeal gill slits. अब बोलोगे मैम हमारा कहाँ है pharyngeal gill slits? हमें तो नहीं दिख रहा. We see it in fish, but where it is in humans? I told you these characters are present at least at some stage of their life. So if you look at a human embryo, अगर हम ऐसा शुरू का 1, 2, 3 week का अगर ह्यूमन एम्ब्रियो देखेंगे, the human embryo also has pharyngeal gill slits, right? So all chordates at least at some stage of their life they will have a solid, blue color से यहाँ पर देखिए solid क्या बोलते हैं mesodermal से originated rod like structure called as notochord. Also they will have a dorsal tubular hollow nerve cord. Third, they must have pharyngeal gill slits. In the embryonic stage, adult में हमें आते this is replaced by lungs. Fourth chordate character which is important, that is called as post-anal tail. Now what is this post-anal tail? देखिए, this is your digestive system. The digestive system has mouth and anus. Anus के पीछे में यहाँ you can see there is a tail. This is called as post-anal tail. अब बोलोगे मैम हमें post-anal tail कहाँ है? Again I told you in embryonic condition you will find the post-anal tail. If this is your digestive system, embryonic condition में the post-anal tail is there. ठीक, now these are less important characters. These four are the core core chordate characters. Core chordate character में one presence of solid क्या बोलते हैं, mesodermal derived notochord. Second, dorsal tubular hollow nerve cord. Third, pharyngeal gill slits. Fourth, post-anal tail. ये 4 सबसे important points हैं. Then there is cephalization with brains and sense organs well developed. I told you that the nervous system gradually will have a tendency of what? तो अगर ये nerve cord है, ये तो एक hypothetical. What is this? This does not represent any chordate. It is a hypothetical chordate diagram. हमने एक hypothetical chordate diagram बनाया है just to show कि what are the parts which must be present in at least all the chordates in order for them to be called as chordate. आप उसको chordate बुलाए, उसके लिए क्या क्या जरूरी है? तो देखिए 4 चीज सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, nerve cord, notochord, gill slits and post anal tail. इसके अलावा ठीक सिफिलाइजेशन, दैट मीन्स ये जो नर्व कॉर्ड है ये एंटीरियर रीजन में थोड़ा सा ज्यादा कॉन्सेंट्रेट करके इट विल फॉर्म द ब्रेन. This region is called as the cephalic region of your body. So the neurons will actually concentrate towards one end. They will form a distinct structure called as the brain, and this brain will communicate with the outside environment with the help of sense organs. So this must be present. इसके अलावा we all have a true coelom and we have paired appendages. See, paired hands and paired legs. So these are some of the typical chordate characters, जिसमें से the first 4 are the main chordate characters. Right? So who are chordates? All those organisms which possess these 4 characters. Look at this hypothetical diagram. A notochord, a dorsal tubular nerve cord, pharyngeal gill slits and post-anal tail with some more characters. As I told you, cephalization, coelom and paired appendages. These organisms, they are called as chordates. Right? So this is the diagram I was talking to you about. This is in your NCERT, hypothetical. This is a bigger view where you can see clearly this is the notochord, this is the nerve cord, this is the pharyngeal gill slits and that is the post-anal tail. So now what are a few differences between the chordates and the non-chordates? Now the difference is, now you know that all chordates, they possess notochord at least at some stage of their life. Here the notochord is absolutely absent from their lifespan. They have a dorsal tubular nerve cord, which is hollow. I told you they have a ventral nerve cord. It is solid, and you must have noticed in non-chordates most of the time the nerve cord was paired. R is not paired; it is single. Right? The third difference is they possess. It should have been third. Pharyngeal gill slits. The pharyngeal gill slits is absent. Fourth, if you remember, I told you all chordates have endoskeleton, either made up of bone or cartilage. Non-chordate, I told you earlier, they do not have endoskeleton. Agar hoga bhi, the skeleton will be exo and never endo. Right? In us, I told you that the heart is found on the ventral side and the nerve cord is here. But in non-chordate, I told you it was just the reverse. This side they had the nerve cord and this side they had the heart. So it is the position of the heart. In our side, the heart is on the ventral side. जबकि non-chordate में it is on the dorsal side. And then they have a post-anal tail. अगर इनमें tail है भी, तो there is no concept of having a post-anal tail. Right? So these are some of the major differences between the non-chordates and the chordate. This time what I have done is मैंने आपकी NCERT में rather than switching over to your NCERT every time, मैंने यहाँ पर NCERT के pages को cut paste कर दिया है. So you can open page 54 and 55 of your NCERT. This is what I have actually taught you right now. In your NCERT it says that the animals belonging to phylum chordate, they must have fundamentally a notochord. Then second, a dorsal hollow nerve cord. Third, they must have pharyngeal gill slits. Right? Fourth, it says it must possess a post-anal tail. Besides that, all chordates are, this is besides that, they are all bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, coelomate with organ system level of organization, and they also have a closed circulatory system. Right? This is the diagram that is there in your NCERT, and the differences which I mentioned to you, that is also present in your NCERT. You can see it. It is in page 55 of your NCERT. Right? So now we are over that who are chordates. So let us now go for the classification, further classification of the chordates. Right? So how can the chordates be further classified? I want you to see this very carefully because this will be important. Phylum chordate is again divided into 3 subphylum. What are those 3 subphylum? First, it is urochordate. Second, it is called cephalochordate, and the third is vertebrate. Phylum chordate is divided into 3 subphyla. जिसमें से यूरोकॉर्डेट एंड सिफेलोकॉर्डेट को मिलाकर we call them as acraniata and protochordates. That means these two are protochordates, right? And this one is the higher chordate, which is also called as vertebrate. Now, who are protochordates? Protochordates, now listen to me, are those organisms where notochord persists throughout the life. Notochord persists throughout their life. First, ठीक है, इनमें notochord हमेशा होगा. It will not be replaced by vertebral column. And second, they do not have cranium. The craniums in them is absent. ठीक, these are called as protochordates. I want you to understand. I told you all chordates must have notochord. In some chordates, the notochord is present throughout the life. मतलब throughout the life जरूरी नहीं है. In some it may be present in larval form, in some it may be present in the adult, but they only have notochord. The notochord is not replaced by vertebral column. Those types of chordates which only have notochord, which is not later replaced by vertebral column, they are called as protochordates. And what is the concept of cranium? Now listen, what is cranium? I told you. Cranium is the bony covering of the brain. मैंने कहा आपको chordates में क्या होता है? Cephalization होता है. So what is the cephalization? If this is my nerve cord which is hollow, gradually the anterior part of the nerve cord will get specialized and this will form brain. ठीक है? This will form brain. And the later part, this will form the spinal cord. अब आपको पता है, the brain is actually covered externally. ठीक है? This covering is called as cranium. The bony covering around the brain is called as cranium. And the bony covering around the spinal cord, this is called as vertebral column. I don't know whether you know or not. मैं अभी आपको एक दिखाऊंगी. This is called as vertebral column. ठीक? So what happens in them? This is absent. I will show you with the help of an example first. See, just look at this. I want you to see this. ठीक है? Can you see this? Say this is our hollow nerve cord. You have to see this, and this is the notochord. This is placed like this. You know that. अगर हम पिछले डायग्राम में if we take the help of the previous diagram, we know that this is how it is present. ऊपर में होता है आपका nerve cord. This blue color sketch pen, it represents your nerve cord, and this I have made it out of atta. This is my notochord. See, notochord is solid. मैंने बनाया. It is completely solid. You have to see this. ठीक है? अंदर से see it is solid. ठीक? So this is my notochord. This you can see, and this is my nerve cord. Those organisms in which the nerve cord is there, ठीक है, and the notochord is there, these are called as protochordate. In vertebrates, what happens? I want you to see this. In vertebrate, this notochord gets specialized to form vertebral column. So what does this mean? Why did I take an atta? Now look at this atta, what I am doing. ठीक? Just try to see what I am doing. I am making it flattened. Can you see this? Can you see this? I am making it flattened. And I am making it cover, and I am making it cover this sketch pen. See this, I am making it cover. So now what was this? This was notochord. ये क्या था आपका? notochord था. ये क्या था? nerve cord. Now this notochord is become hollow. Is it not hollow? Why? Why is it hollow? Because here इसके अंदर से यहाँ क्या जा रहा है? nerve cord जा रहा है. Now if अगर ये थोड़ा solid होता तो we could have seen it better. Now let me try to just pull it off like this. So अंदर से it is how beta? You saw this. This was my notochord. How has this become? It has become hollow. ठीक? Now I call it as vertebral column. It has become hollow. You can see this. So the notochord earlier it was solid. Now what happened? It encircled the nerve cord. ये जो notochord है ना, ये ऐसे ऊपर चढ़ जाता है nerve cord के, such that now it becomes a hollow structure. This hollow structure is called as vertebral column. और इसके अंदर में आपका क्या है? nerve cord है. And ये nerve cord का ऊपर वाला हिस्सा कौन है? This is your brain. And नीचे वाला कौन सा है? spinal cord. तो spinal cord के ऊपर में जो ये covering है, इसको हम लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं? What I showed you later in this, I was trying to tell you that what happens is, just see diagrammatically. Now this is my notochord and this is my nerve cord, which has been actually, let me draw it like this. This is my nerve cord, which has actually distinguished like this. Now this notochord, what it happens, this notochord it goes around it. ठीक है, जब ये इसके चारों तरफ चला जाएगा, so what will happen? This is how the notochord happens. It encircles it. So the notochord has become hollow. Now this hollow structure is called as vertebral column. ठीक, and this vertebral column actually covers this nerve cord. ठीक, अब ये ना जब आपका वर्टिब्रल कॉलम आया तभी ना आपका ब्रेन के चारों तरफ भी आया एक बोनी कवरिंग कॉल्ड एज क्रेनियम. तभी ना आपका ब्रेन के चारों तरफ भी बोनी कवरिंग आया क्रेनियम. दिस इज व्हाट आई एक्चुअली वांट टू टेल यू. I don't know how successful I have been. I will just show you once again with a smaller example. This is my nerve cord and this is my notochord. Notochord used to be solid. Now this notochord, it expanded itself around the nerve cord. So once it expanded itself around the nerve cord, it became hollow. You can see this. Once it expands, it will become hollow. Now this the moment it becomes hollow, now this structure is no longer called notochord. This hollow structure is called as your vertebral column. And vertebral column के बीच से कौन जा रहा है? आपका nerve cord जा रहा है. So nerve cord का spinal cord का region is covered externally by whom? It is external covered by vertebral column. And the brain part, अब ये brain part किससे cover होगा? Obviously by the skull, and this skull which covers the brain, that skull is called as the cranium. So obviously when did cranium come? Cranium came when only vertebral column came. अकेले तो ऐसा नहीं है ना कि ब्रेन का कवर बन गया और वर्टिब्रल कॉलम का नहीं बना. ब्रेन का कवर है और नीचे में नोटोकॉर्ड है. कैन दिस हैपन? ये आपका नर्व कॉर्ड है और ये आपका ब्रेन है. हमने ब्रेन का कवर बना लिया लेकिन अभी भी नोटोकॉर्ड है. नहीं, ये साइमल्टेनियस हुआ. एक तरफ जब योर नोटोकॉर्ड वाज मेकिंग vertebral column, simultaneously the head region ka brain, it formed the cranium. So it's so obvious that cranium is going to be found only in vertebrate because they have a vertebral column to cover the spinal cord and they have a cranium to cover the brain. So that is a characteristic only of vertebrate. I hope with the help of this example you have understood it. So let me tell you once again. I told you that phylum Chordata is further divided into two subphylum. One of them is called as protochordate and the other is called as vertebrate. The vertebrate is also called as craniata and protochordate is also called as acrania. Why do we call them as protochordate? Because in them only notochord is found. It is not replaced by vertebral column. So they are prototypes of chordate. That means they are the old type of chordate. And इसको हम लोग क्या बुलाते हैं बेटा? We call them vertebrates. Why? Because the notochord has been replaced by vertebrate. Now since the vertebral column has come, so the brain will also have cranium. So since they have cranium, we also call them craniata. And since in them neither it is just your nerve cord. This nerve cord has not been covered neither in the region of the spinal cord nor in the region of brain. ये दोनों ही covering नहीं है. So they neither have vertebral column nor they have crania. So they are also called as acraniata. So I hope you understood these two terms. Now protochordates are again of two types. One is called as urochordate and the other is called as cephalochordate. नाम से पता लग रहा है. In urochordate what happens? Uro means tail in biology. So urochordate में क्या होता है? If this is my organism, the notochord is restricted only to the tail region. So uro means tail and chordata means those chordates which have notochord but restricted only in the tail region. See, notochord is found only in the tail and that too only in the larval stage, not in the adult. Right? They are called as urochordata. And in those, you know that the notochord is found from head to tail. If this is the organism and the notochord is cephalo means head. Cephalic region means head. In there the notochord, इनमें notochord head से लेकर tail तक present है. ठीक? So then we call them as cephalochordate और इसमें it is found throughout the life. Is that clear? So subphylum, phylum chordate is divided into three subphyla: urochordate, cephalochordate, and the third is vertebrate. In them, notochord is not present in adult; it is replaced by vertebral column. So this is about the initial classification of the chordates. Now let us come below. You know that the phylum is then divided into subphylum. Now vertebrate has been divided into many divisions. Now who are the divisions? First is called as the agnatha. वर्टिब्रल में those who have vertebral column they are called as vertebrate. अब उनमें से कुछ vertebrate ऐसे हैं जिसके jaw नहीं है, they are jawless, so they are called as agnatha. And some they have jaws, so they are called as gnathostomes. Now again there are two major differences between Agnatha and Gnathostomlu. Agnatha, they lack jaws, ये तो है ही इसका पहला. Second, if you remember, they lack jaws, so this is the first character. And second, you remember I told you that chordates they normally have paired appendages. Hands and legs जो हमारे वो paired होते हैं. But in case of Agnatha, the appendages may or may not be paired. Some they are normally not paired. ठीक है? It's not necessary that the appendages will always be paired. This is the second difference. अब इनमें क्या होगा? Gnathostomes are those which bear a jaw. There is a proper jaw. You can see that, and in them the appendages are always paired. So phylum, this subphylum vertebrate is divided into two parts. One is called as Agnatha. Agnatha does not have jaws, neither they have paired appendages. In Gnathostomes they have jaws and the appendages are always paired. Right? Now this Gnathostome is again divided into two super classes. One is called as Pisces and the other is called as Tetrapoda. Now Pisces are those which live in water and they do not have hand and feet, rather they have fins to move about. So those which live in water and they have fins, they are called as Pisces. Now, and those which have limbs, you know, forelimb and hind limb, they are called as Tetrapoda. Tetra means four and poda means legs. Since they have two pairs of legs, forelimb and hind limb, they are also called as Tetrapoda. Now Pisces are again of two types. Now this classification हम लोग को याद करना पड़ेगा, आपको याद करना पड़ेगा. One is Chondrichthyes and the other is called as Ostrich. Now what do I mean by this? I'll tell you. मैं यहाँ पर ड्रॉ कर लूँ तो मैं आपको बता दूंगी. Now Chondrichthyes उसका मतलब क्या होता है? CHOND Chondrichthyes. Actually this is not like this and this other one is Ostrich. Now this is not like this. इसको देखो कैसे ब्रेक किया जाता है. Ichthyes means fish. The study of fish is called as ichthyology. ठीक? वैसे fish जिसका body is made up of cartilage, ठीक, they are called as cartilaginous fish. They are also called as Chondrichthyes. Ichthyology I told you ना, ichthyology is study of fish. So ichthyo means fish. Those fishes जिसका body cartilage का बना है, they are called as Chondrichthyes, and जिनका आपका bone का बना है, they are called as Ostrich. You know that osteology or osti means bone. Right? So now that you understand, very quickly try to learn this classification once again. Please try to learn this, all of them. I give you so many examples so that it is easy for you to learn, but otherwise आपको ये याद पूरा करना है. ठीक है, तो चलिए देखते हैं. So phylum Chordata, we will do it quickly with me. मेरे साथ साथ करिए. Phylum Chordata is basically divided into two groups. One is called as your protochordate and the other is called as vertebrate. ठीक है. So one group is called protochordate and the other is called as vertebrate. Protochordates are those which have only notochord in their life, that is not replaced by vertebral column. जबकि vertebrates are those in which the notochord is replaced by vertebral column. Also in them, the brain box or the cranium is not present, so they are called as acraniata, and in them the brain is covered by a bony covering called as the cranium, तो उनको हम craniata भी कहते हैं. ये प्रोटोकॉर्डेट में नोटोकॉर्ड हमेशा होगा, पर कहाँ होगा? अकॉर्डिंगली दो तरह का होता है. वन इज यूरोकॉर्डेट एंड द अदर इज सिफेलोकॉर्डेट. यूरोकॉर्डेट वो है जिनमें नोटोकॉर्ड केवल टेल रीजन में पाया जाता है, वो भी लार्वल स्टेज में, जबकि सिफेलोकॉर्डेट वो है जिसमें नोटोकॉर्ड सिर से लेकर टेल तक दैट इज फाउंड थ्रू आउट द लाइफ. ठीक. नाउ वर्टिब्रेट्स में all vertebrates they have vertebral column, they all have cranium, but some of them they lack jaws. So agnatha, means no and gnatha means jaws. They are called as agnatha, and those who have jaws they are called as gnathostome. Another thing, in agnatha at times the appendages are not paired, but gnathostome में the appendages are always paired. Agnatha का एक ही example है, there is only one class, that is cyclostomes, only one. जबकि gnathostome में again they can be divided into two parts. Some of them which live in water and they use fins for the movement, they are called as Pisces, and those who live on land and they have forelimb and hind limb, they are called as Tetrapoda. Now Pisces में they are again of two types. जिसका body cartilage का बना we call them Chondrichthyes, जिसका bone का बना we call them Ostrich. Now in care of Tetrapoda, it is amphibia, reptile, birds and mammals. Amphibia, reptile, aves and mammals. Birds को aves भी बोलते हैं. So this is the number of organisms you have to study. तो आपको क्या क्या पढ़ना है पहले आप सुन लो. You have to study Urochordates. और आज हम क्या क्या पढ़ाएंगे? You have to study urochordate, you have to study cephalochordate. Vertebrate में you have to study cyclostome, chondrichthyes, ostrichthyes, amphibia, reptile, birds and mammals. What I am going to teach you today is urochordate. I am going to teach you cephalochordate, general chordate characters and the entire and among chordate हम आपको cyclostomes यानी कि cyclostomata भी आज पढ़ाएंगे. ठीक है? So now that the classification is done properly, let us move one by one. First is my just written it. The phylum Chordata is divided into three subphyla: urochordate or tunicata, cephalochordate and vertebrate. Of these, the subphylum urochordata and cephalochordata को collectively हम acraniata कहते हैं because they do not have cranium, and we also call them as protochordates because they are the primitive chordate. Vertebrate में they have a brain box, so we also call them as craniata. Now we will move into your cephalochordates. Look at this. The good example of cephalochordate is these are brachiostomes or lancelets. इनको हम lancelets क्यों बोलते हैं? You know what is a lance? The भाला. You know the लंबा सा ऐसा जिसके नीचे में तीर होता है. ठीक, that is used for something like javelin. Since it looks like a javelin, it actually hooks itself on the ocean floor. So we call them as lancelets as well. आपको याद होगा मैंने पढ़ाया था protochordates are exclusively marine. So both cephalochordate and urochordates, they are marine. So let us see the characters of cephalochordate one at a time. So this is your general body of a cephalochordate. They are marine animals. They are fish-like. They are marine. I told you. The body is laterally compressed. ऐसे चपटा है, right? So if this is the body, it is compressed like this. So it looks like a lance, like this. The ends are pointed. So the body is basically laterally compressed. You can see it. Amphioxus, a very good example is amphioxus. Both the ends are pointed just like a lance. So we also call them as lancelets, right? The notochord in them, I told you they are cephalochordate. So the notochord, it extends right from the head. The blue color is the notochord. Right from the head to the tail. So we call them as cephalochordate. Now look at their pharynx. Obviously it's a chordate, so the pharynx has numerous gill slits. You can see here, there are numerous gill slits, and the pharynx is surrounded by a large chamber called as atrium. ये सब आपको पढ़ना नहीं है. Just like this, something extra. This pharynx has this small chamber, along with the pharynx. This is called as atrium, and this atrium actually leads to the outside by a separate pore called as atriopore. Now this anus, you can see this. Anus is beyond this atriopore. That means ये जो pharynx है, this will actually lead into the digestive system, but there is a separate bag-like structure called as atrium, and this atrium actually leads independently outside through the atriopore, and anus is found behind this atriopore. So this is a very good diagram of a typical cephalochordate. You can see this is a cephalic end, this is the notochord, this is the tail region. It looks like a lance. It has pharyngeal gill slits which are typical to a chordate. So now that we have done it, let us go for other characters. I told you in them paired appendages are not present. I told you. So the fins are not paired, right? Rather body के यहाँ पर पीछे की तरफ, if this is the body, there is only one fin here on the dorsal side of the body. यहाँ पर एक fin है, right? Which I actually showed you. ठीक है? ये पास लाकर. So they have no paired fins, but there is a single. You can see here median fin. See, it is written dorsal fin is present. There is no definite brain. अभी ठीक से syphilization हुआ नहीं है और आपको पता है कि in them there is no cranium as well. So brain is also not very well developed. But there is a dorsal tubular nerve cord. You can see this. This is your notochord, and this yellow part is your dorsal tubular hollow nerve cord. ठीक? Nephridia are the excretory organ. You heard about nephridia in case of annelids, that they also have nephridia, and a post-anal tail is present. Now these are some of the examples. One of the important example is amphioxus, also called as lancelet. ठीक है? Just see this, how they look. See how their ends are pointed. See how they are marine organism. So the example is branchiostoma. Branchiostoma is also called as amphioxus or lancelet. ठीक? So this is about your cephalochordate. Now let us come to urochordates. ठीक है? Urochordate. Urochordate is a very very interesting group. इसमें केवल 3 पॉइंट याद कर लेना and you are sorted out. 1. One, though, you will learn that they are exclusively marine. I told you all protochordates are exclusively marine. Second, ठीक है, इसका एक important part है, they show retrogressive metamorphosis. Now, what is retrogressive metamorphosis? सुन लो. What is metamorphosis? पहले समझ लो. Then we will come to retrogressive metamorphosis. Metamorphosis means I'm explaining first only metamorphosis. Metamorphosis means development from a less developed larva, ठीक है, to a more developed adult. आपको पता है लार्वा लेस डेवलप्ड होता है, अंडर डेवलप्ड होता है, वोरेशियस फीडर होता है, खाता है, उसके बाद ही वो क्या होता है, वो एक अडल्ट में कन्वर्ट होता है. This process by which a less developed larva is developed into a more developed adult, this is called as your metamorphosis. यहाँ रिवर्स है, यहाँ larva is more developed, right, and the adult is less developed. So it is from a more developed larva, it is just reverse. ठीक है, यहाँ पर क्या है, this is less developed in normal animals and this is more developed. This is just reverse here. Here this is less developed and this is more developed. So from a more developed larva we have a less developed adult. So this is going reverse, उल्टा हो रहा है. यहाँ लार्वा आपका ज्यादा डेवलप्ड है, सो वी कॉल इट रेट्रो. रेट्रो मतलब क्या होता है, गोइंग बैक. आपको पता है रेट्रो म्यूजिक, पुराना म्यूजिक वी कॉल रेट्रो. रेट्रो मीन्स बैकवर्ड. सो दिस इज अ बैकवर्ड फिनोमेना वेयर द लार्वा इज मोर एडवांस्ड एंड द एडल्ट इज लेस एडवांस्ड. सो वी कॉल इट एज रेट्रोग्रेसिव मेटामॉर्फोसिस. यू कैन सी हियर व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दिस. See, the larva has notochord while the adult does not have notochord. First, I told you, notochord is present only in the larva, but that also in the tail region, not in the head. It is restricted to the tail region. The adult has lost the notochord, so obviously it is more advanced. Second, it is motile, and this is sedentary. देखिए, ये ऐसे rocks वगैरह से attached होता है. So obviously sedentary is a less developed, character. So since these animals are sedentary, adults are sedentary. Sedentary means they are attached to the substratum. So while some are pelagic and and the larva is free living. So see, I have already given you two characters. One, I told you that the larva is more developed than the adult. That is retrogressive metamorphosis. Second, they are exclusively marine. Third, why do we call them as urochordates? I told you, वो हम आपको बता चुके हैं. Urochordates are also called as ascidians. Now why do we call them ascidian? Because they look like sac-like. देखिए adult का body बोरा जैसा दिखता है, sac-like. So we also call them as ascidians. We also call them as tunicata. Why do we call it as tunicata? Because they have a tunic. Tunic means covering. यहाँ देखिए, ये white color से दिखा रहा है यहाँ पर. Look at this diagram. They have a tunic, and this tunic is made up of a chemical known as tunicin. This tunicin looks little bit like cellulose. Since they have an external covering, tunic आपको पता है ऐसे भी coat को बोला जाता है. Coat, long coats are also called as tunic. So tunic means an external covering. Since they have a tunic made up of a chemical known as tunicin, which resembles cellulose, so we also call them as tunicata. तो अभी तक बस इतना जो बताएं, that is more than enough for your urochordate. इसके अलावा जो भी दिखाएंगे, that will be extra. So what are the things you must know? First, why are they called as urochordates? Why? Because the notochord is found only in the tail region of the larva. Then why are they also called as ascidians? Because the body of the adult, it looks like a sac. Third, why are they called as tunicata? Because they have a tunic outside their body which is made up of a protein called as tunicin, which resembles something like cellulose. Fourth, urochordates में there is a phenomena called as retrogressive metamorphosis. That means the larva is, see, look at here, the body of the larva is more complex. It has mouth, atrium, stomach, intestine, then it has this notochord, and it is free living, more active. इनका body देखो, it has just a big pharynx, and then a very small intestine and something like this. It leads a sedentary life. It is less developed, so they show a phenomena called as retrogressive metamorphosis. And fifth, they are exclusively marine. अगर आपने इतना पढ़ लिया, and the example I will tell you, you are sorted out for medical. Medical में इससे ज़्यादा आपको बिल्कुल भी पढ़ने का जरूरत नहीं है, ठीक है. The notochord is present only in the tail of the region, so they are called as urochordate. Dorsal tubular nerve cord, इसमें देखो nerve cord तो present है ही, but this nerve cord is reduced in the adult. Now the pharynx is quite enlarged in the adult. It has a lot of gill slits. Look at this larva, how it gets converted into the adult. How does the metamorphosis take place? The larva actually first attaches itself to the substratum and then it gradually starts losing its tail and it becomes into a sedentary type. So this is how the development of the larva actually takes place. मैंने आपको बताया था chordate में normally larva नहीं पाया जाता, very few. One of them who have a larva, that is your urochordate. Now since here the larva undergoes retrogressive metamorphosis, from a more developed it goes into a less developed, so this phenomena is called as retrogressive metamorphosis. Right? Now the examples you have to learn, you can learn it as SAD. ठीक, SAD मतलब one is Salpa, Ascidia and Dolium. आपके NCERT में केवल Ascidia का फोटो बनाए. See, I have given the photo. See how you can see the rock. They are attached to the rock surface. This lower portion is the rock. So this is your Ascidia. Now this is the Salpa. This is how the Salpa looks, just for you. And this is how Doliolum looks. So these are the three important examples. So it's so sad to see that the adult is less developed. So the example also, the mnemonic for the example is sad. Let us quickly see what मैंने तो आपको बहुत कुछ पढ़ाया. आपके NCERT में cephalochordate के बारे में क्या लिखा है? आपके NCERT में protochordate, which includes urochordate and cephalochordate, is just restricted to one paragraph. If you look at page 55 of your NCERT, you can see the phylum chordate is divided into three subphyla: urochordate, tunicata, also called as tunicata, cephalochordate and vertebrate. Urochordate, I have taught you so much, but आपके NCERT में लिखा है subphylum Urochordata and Cephalochorda are called as protochordates. They are exclusively marine. Urochordate में the notochord is present in the larval tail. Cephalochordate में it is from head to tail region throughout the life. They are given only one point regarding the notochord. But यूरोकॉर्डेट में जो मैंने 5 पॉइंट आपको लिखाया है, those 5 points are important for medical. That means you have to study little bit outside your NCERT. यूरोकॉर्डेट का एक एग्जांपल दिया है एसिडिया, then salpa and doliolum as I told you, and cephalochordate का एक ही एग्जांपल है branchiostoma, which is also called as amphioxus or landslide. This is the only diagram that is in your NCERT. All other diagrams I have shared from my end for your understanding. Now that the protochordates are complete, let us move into the subphylum Vertebrata. Now as you know, we have done it again and again. In vertebrate, this notochord is found only in the embryonic condition. In adult, it is replaced by vertebral column. Thus, see what it is written. All vertebrates are chordates. Why? Because all vertebrates, they have notochord at some stage of their life. But all chordates are not vertebrates. All of them, they do not have a vertebral column. Okay? So now let us look into some general characters of a vertebrate. In vertebrate, the brain has developed and it is also covered by a bony covering called as brain. In the protochordate, अच्छे से brain नहीं बना था, ठीक से brain नहीं बना था, and as well there was no covering of the brain called as cranium. In them, Ainas, the brain, you can see in others, ये अलग-अलग का है, एक fish का है brain, this is reptile का, this is amphibia का, this is mammal का. All of them, they have a well developed brain, and the brain is covered by a bony case called as cranium. In all vertebrate, the heart, they have a ventral heart. You know that the heart is on the ventral side, and the chamber may vary. In some of them, like fish, you have to see here, the heart is just 2 chambered, 1 chamber and 2 chamber. Fish has only 2 chambered heart. Amphibia has 3 chambered heart. These 2 chamber and 3 chamber. So it is a 3 chamber. In reptiles, it is incompletely 4 chamber, 2 chamber, and these 2 have been incompletely partitioned, not complete. And in mammal, birds and mammals, it is 4 chambered. You can see the partition is complete. This partition has gone like this, and the heart is divided into 4 chambers, right? So in all vertebrates, we have a ventral heart. The compartment of the heart may vary. It may be 2 chamber, 3 chamber, incompletely 4 chamber, and birds and mammals, it is completely 4 chambered. In all of them, the circulatory system is closed. That is blood. It actually flows through fixed, tubes. It does not spread across any part of your body. So this is about the phylum vertebrates. This phylum vertebrate they have kidney for their excretory and osmoregulation. The kidney may be differently developed in different vertebrates, but सबका excretory organ and osmoregulatory organ is kidney. And one of them, the good thing is that in vertebrates, beside a nervous system, we have another control and coordinating system called as endocrine system. ठीक, नॉन कॉर्डेट में कंट्रोल एंड कोऑर्डिनेशन के लिए एक ही सिस्टम था, दैट इज योर नर्वस सिस्टम। ठीक है, देयर ओनली नर्वस। हमारा बॉडी ज्यादा कॉम्प्लेक्स हो गया है, सो बिसाइड्स नर्वस सिस्टम वी आल्सो हैव अ हार्मोनल सिस्टम कॉल्ड एज एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम। आई टेल यू लाइक दिस, सपोज आवर कंट्री वाज वेरी स्मॉल, सो अलोन आर्मी वाज सफिशिएंट। ठीक है, लेकिन जब कंट्री बड़ा हो गया तो प्रोटेक्शन के लिए हमने क्या रखा, वी हैड एन आर्मी, वी हैड अ नेवी, वी हैड एयर फोर्स, सो दैट इज व्हाट इनिशियली द बॉडी वाज नॉट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, तो उसके अलग पार्ट्स के बीच में कोऑर्डिनेशन करने के लिए नर्वस सिस्टम वाज सफिशिएंट। वर्टिब्रेट का बॉडी became more complex, the heart is more complex, the kidney is more complex, the lungs are more developed. So what happened, एक coordinating system से काम नहीं चल रहा था, so another coordinating system, that is the endocrine system, that is also typical to the vertebrates. Besides all vertebrates they have paired appendages. मैंने आपको कहा था in Gnatha, ठीक, now we are studying gnathostomes. So all of them have paired appendages, only exception is Agnatha. Agnatha still में some are paired, some are unpaired. ठीक है, अभी हम जब आपको पढ़ाएंगे, but most of them the appendages they are either in the form of fins or they are in the form of limbs. Now this is how the vertebrates have further been classified, जो मैं आपको पहले भी पढ़ा चुकी हूँ. So let us see this. This is from your NCERT, directly from your NCERT. So vertebrate is again divided into Agnatha and Gnatha. All of them they have paired appendages, but Agnatha may have paired and some may not be paired. सारे इसके paired नहीं है, लेकिन gnatostome के सारे paired हैं. ठीक, अगर इनके paired ना, इसका एक ही example है, that is cyclostomes. But इसका those who have fins, paired fins, they are called as Pisces, and those who have paired limbs they are called as Tetrapoda. The Pisces can again be chondrichthyes and osteichthyes, and they can be amphibia, reptile, aves, and mammals. Right, so this is the vertebrate classification which we are now going to study. Now vertebrate में आपके NCERT में क्या लिखा हुआ है regarding the characteristic of vertebrate? Please refer page 55 of your NCERT. You will see the members of subphylum they possess notochord only during the embryonic period. In adult it is replaced by vertebral column. Thus all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrate. Besides they have ventral muscular heart, which may be of 2, 3 or 4 chambers. They have kidney for excretion and osmoregulation, and they have paired appendages which may be fins or limbs. Right, so these are some of the vertebrate characters. Let us study, and this is the diagram I told you, I took it from the NCERT. So let us now study it in detail. सबसे पहले हम Agnatha का cyclostome पढ़ेंगे, then we will study Pisces में these two, and then in Tetrapoda we are going to study these 4. Right, so for today we are going to complete cyclostomes as well, and in tomorrow's lecture we are going to almost complete this. We are going to complete this much, and in the next lecture we are going to complete this. So this week this chapter is going to get over. So let us now come to Agnatha, and as you know they do not have jaws. Just showing a beautiful diagram, sharing it with you for your interest. See, this is how the jawless fish they look. And gradually how did they change into the jawed fish? You have to imagine something like this. See, जो jawless है, अगर आपका ये jaw हटा दिया जाए, हाँ, if you remove, just break these jaws and throw it out, how will your mouth look? It will just be something sartorial. The jaws, when you देखो ना कितनों का दांत नहीं होता है, ठीक? They have नकली दांत. So when they remove this a part of your jaw, when they remove it, their mouth will go like this. So initially, see, there was no jaws. This is the head region, and this was just the gill arches. Gradually, see what happened. Some of the anterior gill arches they differentiated to form a structure like this, right? And gradually got completely developed. And this is how from jawless fish, this is the early jawed fish to the recent jawed fishes. That is your the bony fish and cartilaginous fish. So this is how the jaws develop. This was just for your interest, right? So we are going to study the first one, that is your Agnatha representative, that is your cyclostomes. Now in cyclostomes I am going to teach you pretty outside your NCERT, and the questions also come. I am going to tell you what comes and what are some of the things that you will note of. सबसे पहले, where do they stay? They are all aquatic. Some of them they are found in sea, and some of them they are found in rivers. So basically they are aquatic. They may be found in fresh water or in marine waters. Now let us look at the mouth. Since they do not have jaws, so obviously mouth कैसा हो? लाइक दिस सक्टोरियल माउथ, ठीक है। सो ये तो जॉड, ये तो हम जस्ट दिखा रहे, दे आर सक्टोरियल, जस्ट लुक एट द माउथ एंड दिस इज हाउ इट लुक्स, सक्टोरियल माउथ। एंड सिंस द माउथ इज सक्टोरियल, they can actually live like parasites. If I had a mouth like this, it would help me suck out and stick here, vacuum के जैसा, and I could remain as parasites. So see, with the help of this suctorial mouth, they are actually, many of them, they live as parasites on the body of other large fishes. So animals, they have a circular suctorial mouth, so they just like a vacuum cleaner, they stick on the, therefore they are also called as jawless fish. And this suctorial, some of them, not all, they live as parasite, ectoparasites on the body of many fishes. The body is elongated, you can see now the काफी elongated body है। इसके दो ही living example है, that's very good. It's not that you are obliging the NCERT by learning two examples. इसके दो ही living example है, एक है आपका hagfish और दूसरा है आपका lamprey। और देखो मैंने दोनों का फोटो बनाया, तो देखो ये कैसा है, they are एकदम आपको दिख रहा है bilaterally symmetrical है, और इसमें एक्सोस्केलेटन नहीं होता, देयर इज नो स्केल। आपको पता है अगर फिश में स्केल नहीं होगा तो बॉडी कैसा होगा, वेरी स्लिपरी। स्केल इज समथिंग व्हिच गिव्स यू ग्रिप, आपको ग्रिप देता है। अगर स्केल हट जाएगा तो क्या होगा, उसका बॉडी स्लिपरी हो जाएगा। तो इसमें कोई एक्सोस्केलेटन नहीं है, स्केल्स नहीं है, ठीक। एज अ रिजल्ट व्हाट हैपेंस, द बॉडी इज elongated, दिस इज डिवॉइड ऑफ स्केल्स एंड आल्सो पेयर्ड फिन्स। मैंने कहा ना, cyclostomes are the only vertebrates जिसमें fins paired नहीं है। You see how it is found, this is a single unpaired fin, ठीक है। या देखो इसके dorsal side में, and there is a tail fin like this, they do not have paired fins, ऐसे है ना, पीछे के side में there is a single fin but the appendage is not paired. So the body is devoid। now ये इसका देख लो, the pharynx has 6 to 15 gill slits। if you look at hagfish, ठीक है, it is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, इसका ज्यादा होता है। now look at this lamprey, it has less number of gill slits। normally this has 7 pairs, normally pairs उस साइड भी होगा, and normally this one has 12 pairs, ठीक है। in general we are just saying that the pharynx has 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits for respiration। obviously पानी में रहता है ना, तो गिल से ही रेस्पायर करेगा। So obviously the respiratory organ is this। So आपको फोटो दिख गया, ठीक। कहाँ पाए जाते हैं, aquatic, either in freshwater, marine। body is elongated, bilaterally symmetrical, the mouth is suctorial, some of them may live as parasites। body को सिर्फ follow करो बेटा, paired fins are absent, paired appendages are absent, and they have gill slits 6 to 15। normally they have only two living example, hagfish and lamprey। hagfish में normally it is how many, it is 12 pairs, and इसमें इतना कितना होता है, they have 7 pairs of gill slits। हो गया। now what about the stomach? अरे भाई जो parasites हैं इनमें से particularly some are free living, parasitic form में the stomach is absent। why? भैया रेडीमेड खाना ले रहे हैं, डाइजेस्ट किसको करना है, राइट। उसके अलावा किडनी, इसमें मीजोनेफ्रिक वगैरह मत पढ़ना। so excretion is by kidney, respiration is by gills, circulation all vertebrate में closed होता है, heart इस पे 2 chambered है, ठीक। इसमें और फिश में the heart is 2 chambered, you can see it over here, right। and the cranium and vertebral column both are present because vertebrates are also craniata। that means यहाँ पर there is cephalization, there is the neurons, they form the brain, इसमें cephalization पाया जाता है। and this is your spinal cord which is hollow, right, dorsal hollow, single nerve cord, and it is the brain is covered by cranium, so the brain box or the cranium is present, and the spinal cord is also covered by vertebral column, but in them this cranium and vertebral column is made up of cartilage, बाद में जाकर बोन का बना, ठीक है। शुरू के ऑर्गेनिज्म में till cartilaginous fish it is actually made up of cartilage, ठीक है। इसके अलावा एक लैटरल लाइन सेंस सिस्टम पाया जाता है, आपने देखा होगा, मैंने यहाँ ब्लैक कलर का बना रखा है। ये सारे aquatic fish like animals में पाया जाता है, this helps in balancing। अब इनमें स्टैटोसिस नहीं है बैलेंसिंग के लिए, they have lateral line sense organ and cranial nerves। what do I mean by cranial nerves? अगर ये आपका ब्रेन है यानी कि cranium है, तो obviously ब्रेन से nerves निकलेंगे ना to connect all the parts of the body। in them it is 8 or 10 pairs, हमारे आते आते we have 12 pairs, यहाँ से 12 निकलता है, यहाँ से 12। initially it started with 8, then it went to 10, and in us, in humans or the mammals, it is actually 12 pairs. ठीक है? So these are some of the characters I have discussed about the cyclostomes. Now fertilization is external. मैंने आपको कहा है most of the animals which are marine, most of them उसमें external fertilization होता है, and इसमें लार्वा हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है. मैंने आपको बताया कॉर्डेट में जल्दी लार्वा नहीं होता, तो किसमें एक यूरोकॉर्डेट, सेकेंड सम साइक्लोस्टोम्स, नॉट ऑल, किसमें है मैं भी बता दूंगी, एंड एम्फीबिया, राइट, दे हैव लार्वा. In others, the larval stage is now absent from chordates. Animals, some of them are marine. Those who are marine, right, they may migrate to fresh water for spawning. जो समुद्र में रहते हैं वो अंडे देने फ्रेश वाटर में जाते हैं, अंडे देते हैं फ्रेश वाटर में, खुद मर जाते हैं, फिर ये अंडे से बच्चे जो निकलते हैं, they go back to the marine environment. ठीक है, within. So fertilization is external. It may have a larval. Only some have larval form. Animals, those some of them who are marine, they go to fresh water for spawning. Spawning means laying the eggs. After spawning, they die. The larva then actually the embryo, it develops into the adult, and the adult comes back to the marine life. Those who have a larva, their larva का नाम is ammoset larva. देखो मैंने यहाँ बनाया है, जिनमें लार्वा है उनके लार्वा का नाम है ammoset larva. ये ammoset larva adult में बनने के बाद they go back to the sea. सी से गए थे फ्रेश वाटर, अंडे दिए, adults they died, the larva came out, the larva is ammoset larva, it fed, then it went back to the sea to spend the rest of its life. Many of them are also ectoparasites, right? I given you a lot of characters. आप लोगों के मैम में थोड़ा ज्यादा हो गया और आपके एनसीईआरटी से तो बहुत ज्यादा है, don't worry. मैंने यहाँ पर एक tabular form में डाला, this is very 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 important. Once the video is over, please revisit this video and just draw this table somewhere. या इसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले लेना है, ऐसा कुछ कर लेना. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, यू विल नॉट गेट इट एनीवेयर. और इससे दिस इज आउट मेनी पॉइंट्स आउटसाइड एनसीईआरटी, पर मेडिकल में आई विल शो यू दैट क्वेश्चन हैज कम फ्रॉम दिस टेबल. नाउ लुक दैट आई टोल्ड यू दैट साइक्लोस्टोम्स आर बेसिकली जस्ट ऑफ, में दो ही लिविंग एग्जांपल है. वन इज लैम्प्रे. द कॉमन नेम ऑफ लैम्प्रे इज पेट्रोमाइजोन, राइट, एंड द अदर इज योर हैगफिश. दिस इज आल्सो कॉल्ड एज मिक्जीन. So lamprey is also called as petromyzon and hagfish myxine. There are only two living example, but they show many differences. ये differences पढ़ लेना. From medical point of view, it is very important, not from school point. Habitat. Petromyzon, you can see the photos also. So this is petromyzon and this is your hagfish, right? This is your petromyzon. This is myxine. Petromyzon and myxine. They are marine as well as freshwater. They are exclusively marine. ठीक? They are both parasitic and non-parasitic. They are only parasitic. Suctorial mouth. ठीक, look at their suctorial mouth. ये इसको parasitic life में मदद करता है. They may be parasitic or free living. Breeding में, it is these who stay in the marine, those who live in marine and fresh water both. It is these जो marine से जाते हैं fresh water में for spawning and they come back. ये जो hagfish है ना, जो marine है, ये तो marine है, ये समुद्र में ही रहता है. ये अंडे देने नहीं जाता है समुद्र में, सॉरी मीठे पानी में, दैट इज फ्रेश वाटर. इट इज ओनली दिस ग्रुप. सो इट इज ओनली दिस ग्रुप व्हिच हैज द लार्वा, दैट डज नॉट हैव द लार्वा. इन दिस ग्रुप इट इज बोथ मराइन एंड फ्रेश वाटर. सो द अडल्ट लिव्स इन फ्रेश मराइन, गोज टू फ्रेश वाटर, गिव्स द एग, डाइज, देन द फ्रेश वाटर से लार्वा निकलेगा एमोसीट एंड द लार्वा विल फीड, बिकम अडल्ट, कम बैक. इनमें क्या है, they are only marine, they don't go to fresh water, so they also do not show larval forms. अब ये पॉइंट इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है. These points you may leave out. The body is stout. Here it is little feeble, थोड़ा soft. इसका साइज ये करीब 1 मीटर तक जाता है. This is under 1 मीटर, ये भी छोड़ सकते हो. इसका माउथ वेंट्रल, नीचे साइड में. ठीक, I'll show you what is ventral mouth. Say this is an animal and the mouth is this side. So you know that this side is ventral and this side is dorsal. So here the mouth is ventral, but in them the mouth is terminal. Like this, the mouth is here, terminal, in them the mouth is ventral. Okay, so these are some of the differences. Now let us come to the next one. इसमें buccal funnel present है. Again you can funnel like structure mouth में present होता है, इसमें absent होता है. In them I told you the gill slits are 7 pairs. In them it is normally 12 pairs. So in them it is 7 pairs. This is important, you will learn. इसका brain ज़्यादा developed है, less developed है. So obviously ये ज़्यादा advanced form है. So इसमें 10 pairs आपके न्यूरॉन, ये क्रेनियल नर्व्स हैं, ये थोड़ा प्रिमिटिव है, 8 पेयर्स है. You can see this has little advanced characters. They are unisexual, that is sexes are separate. These are bisexual, that is hermaphrodite. In them there is a larva, there is no larva, that is the development is direct. So these are some of the points. I really want you to learn these points because जिसमें जो जो बोला है सारा journey you can leave this one. Learn these. इसमें तो सारा करेंगे. Buccal funnel, gill slits, brain, cranial nerve, sexes, development. Do all from this page, right? From the previous page, habitat, parasitism, you can leave these 3 points. थोड़ा बहुत, ठीक? But do learn all these points. देखिए मैंने आपको क्या पढ़ाया. Now let us try to see what is I told you these are called as vertebrates without stomach. Why? Because those who are parasitic forms, they do not have stomach. They are, and I'm just giving you 2 words, ये आता नहीं, just for your interest. There are some animals which live in the sea, right? As in case of Petromyzon. They live in the sea, but they go to fresh water for spawning. This phenomena is called as anadromous movement. Movement from sea water to fresh water. This movement is called as anadromous movement, right? So they are anadromous. There are some animals, I'm just telling you out of it, there are some animals जो normally fresh water में रहते हैं and they go to sea water for spawning. Then that type of movement is called as catadromous, which is found in few fishes, just nothing to do with cyclostomes, but I have just given you these terms. There are many aquatic fishes which show movement, migration, right? Those who migrate from fresh water to marine, they are called as, that movement is called anadromous, and those who move from marine to fresh water, that's called catadromous, and they are also called as slime eel. Why? Because they are very slimy, they do not have an exoskeleton. So these are some extra points I gave you. Now next we will move to the points that are in your NCERT. देखिए आपकी NCERT में it is only this much which is written, ठीक है? And then there will be a diagram I'll show you. So all living members of cyclostomes are ectoparasites कहता है, but I taught you all of them are not ectoparasite. The Petromyzon में some may be ectoparasite, some may not, some may be free living. But as per your NCERT, आप इस point पे NCERT से पढ़ना, all of them are they have 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits. I told you individually, Petromyzon has 7 pairs and Myxine has 12 pairs. ये याद कर लेना अलग-अलग. ठीक, they have gill slits for respiration. They have a sucking mouth without jaws. Of course, they are Agnatha. Their body is devoid of scales and paired fins. I told them these are the only vertebrates which do not have paired appendages. Cranium and vertebral column has stomach, but it is made up of cartilage. I told you. Circulatory system is closed type. Cyclostomes are marine, but many of them they go to fresh water for spawning. After spawning for a few days, they die and their larva returns. ठीक है? And then 2 living examples, Petromyzon also called as lamprey and Myxine also called as hagfish. Now why did I ask you कि मैंने ऐसा क्यों कहा कि आप मेरा points जरूर देखना. Now listen, medical में question क्या आया था और ये 2-3 साल के अंदर आया था. Question आया था which of the following has larva, right? Which of the following has larva? ठीक, and उसमें example में Petromyzon, Myxine दोनों था. So there was Petromyzon, second was Myxine, and say third was both A and B and D was none. आपके NCERT में तो सिर्फ क्या बोला है कि they are larva. That means ऐसा लग रहा है कि larva दोनों में present है. नहीं, larva आपके दोनों में present नहीं है. Larva is present only in Petromyzon, not in Myxine. तो आपको answer है, that was the marking scheme also of CBSE, that larva is present only in Petromyzon. तो आपके NCERT ने बहुत generalize दे दिया है. राइट, एनसीईआरटी पढ़ के ऐसा लगता है जैसे दोनों में लार्वा है, बट मेरा आया था क्वेश्चन you have to specify only Petromyzon. जब हम क्वेश्चन पेपर करेंगे you will see this, right? So this is what is written for cyclostomes in your NCERT, and this is the only diagram made up of only of Petromyzon. Myxine का आपके NCERT में diagram नहीं है, but I have given you the diagram, right? So with that we have completed the portion we had discussed for today. And before we conclude, I just want to have a quick recap. What is the recap? I taught you who are chordates. Now chordate में there were 4 main characters. One, they have a dorsal hollow single nerve cord, then a solid notochord at least in some stage of their life. They have pharyngeal gill slits and post-anal tail. All these four things must be present at least some stage of their life. इसके अलावा there were many other characters which you can see later. Among these chordates, now these chordates are basically of two types, protochordates and vertebrate. In protochordate it's only notochord, right? But in chordates what happens? The notochord is replaced by vertebral column. Protochordates, they do not have a well-developed brain, neither they have a brain covering called as cranium, so acraniata, and they have a well-developed brain with a covering of cranium which may be either of cartilage or bone, so they are also called as craniata. ये हो गया दो डिफरेंस. अब आ जाते हैं जो प्रोटोकॉर्डेट है, ये दो तरह के हैं, यूरोकॉर्डेट एंड सिफेलोकॉर्डेट. यूरोकॉर्डेट में केवल लार्वा के टेल में आपका नोटोकॉर्ड होता है, जबकि सिफेलोकॉर्डेट में ये हेड टू टेल होता है. कमिंग टू वर्टिब्रेट, now these vertebrate में some do not have jaws, they are called as agnatha, and some have jaws, they are called as gnathostomes. Now vertebrates are characterized by paired appendages, but agnatha does not have. cyclostome जो पढ़ा है इसमें नहीं होता, ठीक है. इसका एक ही क्लास है, एक ही, that is cyclostome, and cyclostome के दो ही living example है, one is lamprey and the other is hagfish. Now come over to your the other parts जो है आपका. Now this is divided into Pisces and Tetrapoda. Now जिसमें लोको they have paired appendages but in the form of fins, they are called Pisces, and those who have two pairs of limbs they are called as Tetrapoda. Now Pisces में जिसका बॉडी कार्टिलेज का बना है they are called as chondrosthes, and जिसका आपका बोन का बना है so that's called as bony fish or ostrich. अब इसमें then there are again four types. One is your fish, amphibia, aves and mammals. Now while I was making this revision, I am sure मैं आपको हमेशा कहती हूँ keep your NCERT in front of me, तो आपको NCERT में ये classification दिख रहा होगा, right? Now after that we study the characters of urochordate, cephalochordate, and we also studied the character of these cyclostomes. मैंने कहा था cephalochordate are also called as lancelet because the body is laterally compressed, it looks like a lance. इसके अलावा उसका कोई important character नहीं है except the example branchiostoma, also called as amphioxus or lancelet. यूरोकॉर्डेट का 5 कॉमन, अच्छा दोनों बोथ ऑफ देम आर एक्सक्लूसिवली मराइन. 5 पॉइंट याद करोगे, एक्सक्लूसिवली मराइन. देन दे शो retrogressive metamorphosis, that is the larva is more developed than the adult. The larva is free living and the adult is sedentary. The larva has a long tail, this is sedentary. It has well developed nerve cord and notochord. It does not have notochord. So these are some of the differences. So retrogressive metamorphosis. Third, they are called as urochordates. Why? You learn because it is in the tail region. They are also called as ascidians because the adult looks like a sac. They are also called as tunicata because they have a tunic of tunicin, something resembling the cellulose. Then these are the common characters, and you have to learn 3 examples, that is salpa, SAD, salpa, ascidia and dolilium. Right? उसके बाद we did cephalochordate. Cephalochordate में I told you there are 2. One is lamprey and the other is hagfish. I gave you a lot of characters in a tabular form. I'm sure you'll revise this. With that, right, we have completed the protochordates and agnatha. अब हमको gnathostome में पढ़ना है fish, amphibia, reptile, birds and mammals, right, which we will cover in the next 2 lectures. Till then, just keep on revising. We'll meet soon. Till then, good luck and